Hi guys, this is Becky from CityGirl Planners. I'm coming here today to give you guys a quick overview of our calendar lineup. We've had some questions. When people read the listing, it says priority page, so they're not super familiar with that, and pictures don't always do it justice or make it clear. So I thought I would just kind of flip through these real quick. I'm going to start with our month on two page calendar. So when you get that, you're going to get the cover sheet, a personal information page, a year-to-glance calendar, and then after that comes our this month dashboard or priority page. On a month on two page layout, you have this first, then you have the month on two page layout, and then when you flip the page, it goes to notes. This layout, we've been doing this for 5 years, and it's because I actually like to use monthly dividers, and we had a lot of customers who like to use dividers also, and the calendars they were finding had, the months back to back to back to back, and they had no place to put the dividers, or they wanted a little extra planning room, especially in a smaller size like the personal size or pocket. So we implemented these dashboards. So your month is completely contained on a month on two page layout in between these two pages. And then, you can use this for your February information. Then you have your February layout, notes, this month, so on and so forth. And it just keeps going. And the calendar does end with a notes page too. So you still have that information available to write down for December. Now, with a weekly layout, it's a little bit different because it's not designed as we're planning for the months. We're planning weekly, a Monday through Sunday format, or some calendars do Sunday to Monday. All of our calendars that are dated are Monday to Sunday, the start of a work week. Now we still have those priority pages within the week on two pages and the completes. It's just the dating system is a little bit different, and I think that's where some people get confused. So anyway, I'm going to use the week on two page horizontal, but a complete vertical. Both dating systems are exactly the same. This is just what I grabbed from the studio. So you have, on a week on two page, you have your cover sheet, your personal information page, and we also have the year to glance. Now to start the actual weeks of the week on two page, because you can use these with dividers too, we have our this month dashboard. Now on our calendars, we only have one heading for the month and the date. We do not put it on both sides. We only put it on one. That was a customer request, or several customers requested a long time ago. So as you can see, January 2020 starts on a Wednesday. So you have, because it's a Monday through Sunday, not a monthly calendar, it's going to have the last 2 days of 2019 in it to finish that week. So December 30th and 31st, then we have the first on the Wednesday, so on and so forth. Now, because we have those priority pages interspersed in the weeks, they have to be placed somewhere. So what we did, let me show you. So you have your Sunday, Sunday the 12th, 13th through 19th. So you have approximately 4 weeks between those priority pages, the dashboards. So the last complete week that is just January ends on the 26th, okay? So that's where we put the notes page. It doesn't end January because, again, we're not planning on a monthly basis here. You're planning by your weeks. So we needed some place to put this, so we ended it on the last full week of January. So you have your notes page. This page is basically starting February. So you can start putting all your February information here. When you flip the page, it says February 2020, but because this week has the first in it, it's always going to be after the dashboard, always. So it says February 2020, and February is here, February 1st and 2nd. But since this is the first week of February, it has the February title. I hope that makes sense. But we ended on the 26th. So you have January 27, 28, 29, 30, 31. So the calendar flows, 26, and then you have 27 here. But again, you can still finish up your January here and start your February planning. Because again, Monday through Sunday, not a monthly calendar. And you keep going. Now, February is a very short month, as you know, but there's 29 days. It's a leap year in 2020. So the March 1st is a Sunday. Again, Monday to Sunday, so that's why it looks a little weird. It has the March heading. It ends on the 23rd, and it seems like it ends really early, but that's just because February is a short month. So then you have your notes this month. Then again, you have the rest of February, and then it starts March. The heading is there because this is the first week of March. This is not a complete February week. Okay? Again, then he just keeps going. 2nd through the 8th, 9th through the 15th, 22nd, and because March has 31 days, you have Sunday the 29th here. Finishes up. You can start your April. April 1st is a Wednesday, so you have the last 2 days of March here. And so on and so forth through the whole thing. Now, if you do not care for the dashboards, we do have our what we call our compact available, so you won't get these in there. So it'll just be all the weeks will run together, and you won't get any of this extra planning room. We do not have that option available in our Etsy store or Amazon store. Only our website, because we have more options, or we can do more variations. They're available for that, where you can select. We can't do that on Etsy. So that is our week on 2 pages with those extra pages. Now here's our complete. Our complete calendar is the monthly and the weekly. It is not 2 separate calendars. We combine them together. If you're familiar with Erin Condren, this is how her calendars are too. And this is exactly how Erin Condren, Happy Planner, and all the other calendars I have seen that have the extra page in there or a monthly, this is how they flow. So let me show you. So again, cover page, you have your personal information, your year to glance, and then starts again with the weekly planning, or the complete has the monthly. So you have your dashboard. Then it goes into the month on 2 page layout. When you flip that page, because these are combined together, they're not 2 separate. You can buy the weekly and the monthly separate, but our complete puts them together for people who like that sort of a layout. You have, again, so now we're back to a weekly planning. Again, Monday through Sunday format, the last 2 days of December. Then you have your rest of January. Still shows a heading of January. The calendar is going to stop at the same spot on the 26th of January, and then go with your notes and then your February dashboard. Then you have your February layout. Then it goes into the rest of January and then your February pages. The reason we do it this way, this is a complete calendar. It is not I don't even know how to say it, a month on 2 page with the whole month contained within the weeks. Because if we were to put, let's go one more page. This week here, or after this page, put it here, and then put the notes page to where your week, an entire month was in a weekly, we would have to double up this week. We'd have to put this week in January and also put it in February. You would have an additional 13 weeks added to the calendar. And I think that would be extremely confusing. So for a weekly, it just keeps flowing. 27, the 2nd. You keep going. Ends on the 23rd because February again is short. Finish off, some notes that you want, or however you want to use this page. Then you have your March dashboard, March layout, and then you have the rest of the days of February, and then March. Again, we always title this the day, or title it the month that the first is on. That's what we always see it that way. We don't do two headings. Go through that again. It ends on the 29th. You have your dashboard, your April, the last 2 days. And again, it says April because that's the week of the 1st. The week of the 1st will always be after the dashboard. Always. Again, this is a great layout. I love it. I always use a week on 2 page, I think more than I do the monthly. But again, if you do not care for these pages, the calendar can be purchased without it on our website. But please note, with the complete, if you order the complete without the, we call it, this is a deluxe. The compact would be without these pages. If you order a complete like that, it's still going to be laid out the same way. You're still going to have, basically your monthly becomes, I guess you could put a divider there if you wanted. Because if you like to use dividers and this calendar did not have these pages in there, you would probably still put your divider between these 2 pages anyway, because calendars don't double up weeks. I hope that makes sense. I'm not very good at explaining things. I apologize. But that's with, so again, if you bought a complete and you bought the complete compact, it's still going to be dated the same way. This monthly layout is still going to break up these weeks just like this. And even then, even if you were to buy the week on 2 pages, it's still going to say April 2020 for this date anyway. It's not going to be dated any different. We just pull these pages out. So again, this is our complete, our week on 2 page, and the monthly. If you guys have any questions or comments, please feel free to leave them below or go ahead and email us at info@citygirlplanners.com. Thanks and have a great day.